por debajo. Ese CPI que engloba todo, no sabe cuánto es lo que se espera ahorita para este mes, para mayo. Sí, porque
¿Quién?
punto 4, eso creo que es como un reducido, no es el global.
¿Quién?
¿Aló?
Repíteme.
So 10 minutes away now till
Okay.
we do get the US CPI data.
El esperado, tú me dijiste que era cuánto, punto qué.
Forecast
Punto. El esperado es del mes. Estamos hablando de punto 1. Ah, dice, más bien, Morgan Stanley dice que el US CPI year over year va a salir por debajo.
With a range of 0.3% to 0%.
Morgan Stanley, el
Core
record que yo
CPI
tengo
year
de
over
ellos
year,
es bueno.
forecast
Generalmente lo han
5.2% on the prior of 5.5%.
Vale.
O sea, JP
With a
Morgan,
range of
JP Morgan
5.4%
dice que
to
no.
4.9%. And the
JP
core
Morgan dice que
CPI
va a salir un
month over
poquito
month,
hot.
forecast
Correcto.
0.4%
Pero no
on the
mucho.
prior of
Que
0.4%.
no mucho, punto
with a
1
range of
arriba.
0.5%
No,
to
punto 2 arriba.
0.3%.
Punto 2 arriba y el month over month va a salir punto 1 arriba.
Ok. Bueno, estamos en
Pero a mí
contacto,
JP Morgan, yo no sé. Yo le he seguido el pulso a JP Morgan y en verdad no les tengo confianza, me viste.
JP Morgan's Dr.
Pero no
David
te
Kelly
acordáis la
says
vez de
overall we
que
estimate the
Jimmy Dimon
consumer
andaba que
prices
viene
rose
un huracán
0.2% in May
y entregó
and are up
JP
4.2%
Morgan entregó
year
el
over
mejor
year.
reporte
It says this will mark the
en
11th
años.
consecutive
Claro.
decline in the
O sea,
seasonally adjusted year-over-year
me parece
inflation rate since
que es medio
8.9%
misleading.
last June.
Ya, yo creo que él juega un poquito el mercado, porque entonces le dice eso a los retailers se asustan y él ya sabe probablemente lo que va a salir. Vos sabés que eso es todo. Tienen algo para sacar ahí a lo raro,
Shelter, which has a huge 35%
Seguro.
weight within the CPI,
Ujú.
rose
Vale.
8%
Bueno, entonces
year-over-year
estamos en
in May,
contacto, ¿viste?
counting
Gracias.
for
Dale pues. Hey, te paso el link del stream.
share of the CPI probably broken down
Dale
at
pues.
roughly 1%
Dale
for
pues. Chao,
hotels,
chao.
8% for an actual rent of property, and 25% for owners equivalent
Bueno,
rent,
señoras y
and
señores,
1% for
vamos.
other
Let's see
small
what
pieces. So looking
gonna
further
happen.
out, we expect continued mild inflation in June with another 0.2%
All right. Arky, is this working all right?
year-over-year
Is the stream
CPI
live?
growth to
What is happening?
just 3.2%.
Swear to God, bro.
And
This is
thereafter,
rough.
the year-over-year inflation should drift sideways for the rest of the year, and then resume its downward trend in 2024, reaching 2.3% by the end of 2024.
Technical difficulties. Everything happens.
Be in line with the Fed's 2% target for the personal consumption.
Everything always happens as time hits, as the news release happens. 8 minutes until release, boys. Oh my God, everybody just, it's like, don't show. All right, let's see if that works. For a little while, we're going to focus on this. Now, market data should be popping out, which would be kind of nice. And this guy's going to speak. My news quack is going. So hopefully, it stays kind of nice. All right. Oh, bro, what are we watching for right now? Stocks to watch. I like those. Let's look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA, if market goes well, I think a lot of people are going to rally into that. Right now, it has a lot of momentum. We'll see what happens, boys and girls. Thanks, everybody, for tuning to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully, we make some money.
So Treasury 10-year and 30-year yields fall to a second low.
So far away from the buy orders, nutty. Let's see, TQQQ. TQQQ is here. I was trying out my buy orders and I bought way too expensive today. We'll see what happens. But theoretically, we should be expecting this to rally today. Nothing is telling us otherwise. So potentially I'm buying pre-market just before a little trade, you know? I think this auto buys. This auto buys for me. Let's go, boys. I think we could potentially, let's have a look at QQQ quick. I think we could like touch. Like we reject it. I think the resistance is right here. You know, so we could potentially bounce back to it if the results are good. We'll see what happens. The numbers we're expecting. 5 minutes to go to potentially make a little bit of money today. So much crazy data, boys. So our expectations right now. I think QQQ might bounce today, but everything is priced in. Unless, I think markets are expecting a read, like a standard read.
So 5 minutes away now to get the CPI data. US CPI year over year forecast 4.1% on the prior of 4.9%, with a range of 4.3% to 4%. CPI month over month forecast 0.1% on the prior of 0.4%, with a range of 0.3% to 0%. Core CPI year over year forecast 5.2%.
See how much money we can make today.
5.5%, with a range of 5.4% to 4.9%, and the core CPI month over month forecast 0.4% on the prior of 0.4%, with a range of 0.5% to 0.3%.
All right. Oop. Send. Send that out of there, and then let's. Bam. Bam. My people are here. Let's go, boys. All right. Let's send this. Let's send in the signal group. Man. This is going to be interesting to say the least. All right. Got my chat here. I haven't dropped many frames. I've dropped a couple of frames, which is kind of not nice, but we'll see how it goes. Do live chats. Stop chats. That's so weird. See, so we're reaching VWAP, which is kind of nice. So potentially here, we could break out. If we break VWAP, it would be interesting to get into a trade. So we try to break over here, but like there's no news, so there's nothing that is happening. Let's try to move this a little bit back. Let's move it to the middle so the people at home. Right? So that is the market right there. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's been interesting. No news, no news. We're 3 minutes away from the release. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can make some money today. I'm a little bit late. Sorry for everybody. Some technical difficulties happened, but oof. JP Morgan always gets it wrong. We'll see if they get it right this time. I don't think so. I don't trust them. Yeah, you see? It's touching VWAP. If the news is good.
Order filled.
All right. Let's get in and see what's up. I think we're going to break. I'm going to make sure. That should have been now 100. Yes. That should have been 100 stocks on this. So hopefully we break. And I think we might break it, right? Because it's like, if it's. We're sitting at resistance. 363 seems to be the number where I think the last. Like if we're looking at the last. Like the latest peak. Like the second peak during the crash. So the second highest peak we're sitting at right now.
CPI year over year.
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Try to get this a little bit bigger. All right, yeah, that works. 40 seconds until we get the release. Let's go. You see, it's pumping. It's pumping. Market wants it. Market wants it. The numbers want to be good. 30 seconds until release. Let's see how this goes. Nice. All right, 30 seconds before release, ladies and gentlemen. The
10
market.
seconds.
10 seconds, 10 seconds. Let's go, let's go, let's go. They're always a second late, which I don't like, you know. All right, let's see if it's going to respect it. Oh. Oh, no. That's not good.
4% lower than the forecast of 4.1%.
But core is higher.
US CPI month over month, 0.1%, 0.1%.
I think we buy
in line with
this.
the forecast of 0.1%. Core CPI year over year, 5.3%, 5.3%, higher than the forecast of 5.2%.
I think
Core
we buy
CPI
this.
month over month, 0.4%, 0.4%, in line with the forecast of 0.4%. Taking a look at the market reaction. Upside movement
Core
in the
month over
S&P
month is the
500,
same.
downside
It's a
movement in
little
the
bit
DXY,
higher. I say
downside
we
movement
buy
in gold
this.
as well following that release. So CPI year over year coming in at 4% lower
I
than
think
the
we buy
forecast
this.
of 4.1%.
I think we buy this. S&P 500 is moving up. You see, we moved to 363, which was the expectation. Now, can we break 363? Is not the greatest. We have to wait until people start reading the news and then see what's up inside. This is when we start watching YouTubers, because this is a little bit out of my depth. You know? But so far, we should be seeing a market green today. That's not bad. Core, sure, we know that it's sticky, but it's still coming down, which is a good thing. And it's likely going to be housing that's held it up. Very, very interesting.
US Treasury yields move lower after the CPI data. 10-year yield down 6.4 basis points at 3.701%.
Let's record that. Last 30 seconds.
So S&P 500 E-mini futures extending the gains after the May CPI data last up.
Definitely. Yeah, we're trying to break, and we're probably going to break it. We're probably going to stay above. This could mean that we're hitting all-time highs in the Nasdaq. That would be kind of nice.
US short-term interest rate futures again after the inflation data, as traders firm up bets on a Fed pause this week.
We are getting a pause. It's very likely. Let's have a look. Fed watch 2. All right, boys. Let me just. We are likely gonna be getting a pause. Here, let's show you guys. Let's see if this updated. Because they have the meeting tomorrow. Nothing out of the ordinary is out there. We're at 75% chance that we're gonna get a pause tomorrow. The question is the July one. We're getting a hike in July. That's weird.
Down spot 5% after the CPI release there.
Dang.
So US 2 and 10-year yield curve inversion narrows after the CPI data, last at minus.
Let's have a look at this. Bam. The full report. This is when it gets interesting too, but so far, I mean, like 200. We should be getting a pump today. I mean, like people might be selling their positions because everybody started buying yesterday. I think markets were up a bit yesterday. Well, yeah, they were definitely up yesterday. So we're definitely trying to get. We're definitely trying. Like probably we're gonna see some selling at the beginning, and then we're gonna see some rebalancing. Like rebalancing, and then potentially we end up the day in the highs. That's what I'm predicting. We'll see what happens. But so far, yeah, I mean we're still sitting at 363 in the QQQ. We gotta break that. The question is, can we before we revisit at least a little bit lower? So I don't think we're gonna go straight up, right? That'd be nuts. All right, let's have a look. It's gotta be. So it's the
Fed swaps show lower June rate hike odds.
So this is May. It's gotta be Shelter. Shelter is still massive.
So the Dixie index falls to a 3-week low of 103.08.
The dollar is coming down, which is a good thing.
From 103.303 beforehand.
All right, boys. 39.10. I'm lower. Let's have a look. We're gonna revisit here potentially. As long as we don't crash VWAP, we should be going a little bit higher.
Oil futures extend gains. Brent crude up by $2 a barrel. And Brent crude oil futures as well, rising $2 to $73.84
Oil is pumping.
per barrel.
Weird. It's actually a good thing for me, but
So sterling rises after the US data there, so hits the highest since May 11th. At
Nice. We're making money on the
1.286.
pound too. Let's go.
$1.26, last up 0.7%.
It'll be interesting. We got to bounce from here, right? Should we add to the position? I'm thinking we touch 40. I'm thinking we touch 40 today. Yeah, you see, it's bouncing back up. Let's see if the traders can keep it up today. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I am definitely liking what I'm seeing. This is weird. I don't understand why we will continue to hike in July. That's so odd. Because like the thing is like they don't want to do a pole Volcker, which is like, oh no, we need to keep hiking later on. And so far, nothing is telling me that we need to continue hiking. Nothing. All the data is coming down. They have created enough damage, and labor is still up. We've touched the resistance. Let's see if we can break that today. But market, I don't think the data is bad. We shall see. Used cars are going up again. What? Weird. Used cars are going up. All services are coming down. Gas coming down. Food staying the same. Shelter is high though. Shelter and transportation. So odd. Let's look at shelter. Yeah. So. Very, very interesting. I don't know how good it's for the stream to watch this, in all honesty. But well, trial and error, baby. Trial and error. Man, housing. Buy a house, rent a house. You could be like it seems that in America you can rent the house, like the price of the house every month. It's nuts. There's nothing telling me, and I don't think there's any other data today that should drop the markets. There's nothing. I don't think. Which means that we should see a pump today. There's nothing too scary. Let's see what this guy has to say. Because I know for a fact he's gonna have something to say.
Gosh, JP Morgan was right. Inflation point of
JP
view,
Morgan was right.
the decline in real estate should be very palpable today when the inflation report comes out. I mean, consider this. Although, do keep in mind that the CPI report is really only expected to have seen rents peak last month. And it's,
Yeah. If you guys are looking for somebody to tell you this, yeah. No, that's fine, Arky. Don't sweat it, bro. You missed it. You missed the data, but that's okay.
also be careful that understanding how this functionally works when some of the pretty good, both of them coming down. So I'm very excited about this. Okay, folks, somebody's asking, would this be a buy the rumor, sell the news type thing? No, this is CPI data releases are generally buy or sell whatever the hell happens, which is very difficult if you're trading options because, you know, the options market doesn't open for another hour after the data comes out. Well, I have to say, I'm getting those butterflies in my stomach, so it must mean we are getting ready. We are getting close. The numbers are coming. Yeah, all right. Well, this is exciting.
This guy in theory.
30 seconds. This is a big deal. This sort of excitement.
I know. Because you don't know what you're looking at, but I'll tell you, I made $100 today. In like a matter of, well, not a matter of like 10 minutes, but
CPI is Standing by, waiting for that data to cross the wire. It's not out yet. Again, we're waiting for point. Okay, point match, low, slight high. Okay, so 0.1 on the month over month, 0.4 on the core month over month. CPI year over year 4%. Core year over year slight tick up 5.3. That could just
I
be
think we
average.
break.
That's pretty
I
good.
think we break
We had
resistance. Yeah.
There were definitely some expectations that core number would come in a little lower. We didn't get it a little lower. We did get match a little low on that year over year, and a tenth of a percentage point high on that year over year number. Real average weekly earnings year over year negative.
It's not bad.
And real average hourly earnings year over year.
It's inflation. This is American inflation, Arky.
Into the actual report as soon as it's available. We're also going to be looking for revisions. So what does this mean? What we have so far? Well, what we have is the year.
Oh, the revisions are going to be good.
I'd like to get into the actual math, and we'll get into that of seeing what kind of increase we had here. Here we go. The
Let's have a
CPI increase 0.1% seasonally adjusted. And
So far, it's holding.
Year over year over the last 12 months. Both of those. Well, the first number.
So it's like
number somewhat soft. Then what you have is again that year over year coming in at a tiny miss on the headline number year over year, and then the core number on a 0.1% beat. So let's get into the actual report and see what details we can glean from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Again, also waiting to see if we have any revisions that'll cross the wire. So we'll cover those, and then we'll see what we got.
So it's like you see, it's like when the stock market, like we were paying attention, and then this was when the data came out, and it pumped all the way to like 340 something.
We already know that shelter was the largest contributor of all items, followed by an increase in used cars and trucks. Once again, food increased 0.2% in May after being unchanged for the prior 2 months. Energy index down 3.6% for energy. Good. This is despite the OPEC cuts. We're still seeing oil falling, which is great. The index for household furnishings and operations, and the index for airline fares,
right,
among those that decreased. Airline fares finally decreasing here, but those increases, unfortunately, they're still in shelter, used cars, trucks, motor vehicle insurance, apparel, and personal care. That is a little broad based. It's not so great. All items. Okay, let's keep going here. 38-page report. So let's look at the. Let's see if we can actually get straight to the chart here. Sampling error.
But yeah, you see, this is super important because all of a sudden you get like a bunch of people buying it. It's almost like cases.
Wall Street is saying as well, which would be pretty important. Okay, so here we go. These are going to be our services. We're looking at that far right number. Tax return and prep 0.7%. Financial services at 0.5%. Those are financial advisors. Miscellaneous personal services 0.7%. Some of those numbers are a little bit on the hot side. Telephone services. Look at this. This is nice. Telephone services down about 0.5%. That's
He's streaming bad quality.
Down 0.2%. Admission.
No. So I don't tell by the graph. I tell by the mark. So okay, I'll walk you through the steps, right? So this is like a leveraged ETF. So it's like imagine a company that's like that performs like it's like the top. It's a bunch of different companies within one company, sort of thing. So way to think about it. And then all of a sudden it was like there was news, right? But the news is like they'll tell you when they're gonna give you the news. Sort of. You can't tell what's happening on a daily basis, but you use that information to kind of make predictions on the future, right? How predictable is that? You really don't know. But it's like I thought we were definitely going to get a bigger response, but we got like a 1% move, which interestingly enough, it's not that crazy for some of the moves, right? So it's like you could have made it like pretty much a 1% move on really quickly, right? But this was sort of like, yeah, dude. But the thing is like imagine it's like face stock, but all of a sudden face is winning all of the tournaments, and you can actually predict when it's like, oh, they're playing and they're about to like finish the match, and then you can make a decision whether to buy the stock or not to buy the stock, right? But if you're buying face stock, just buy the stickers. It's better, because I swear to God, man, face. I can't believe that the face sticker is better than the face stock. Insanity. What world do we live in? Insanity, you know? See, that's the problem. I can't zoom in, because if I zoom in, you can't see it. Yeah, bro. Buy the face sticker, and you will make more money than if you buy the face stock right now, because the face stock is being mismanaged, according to the OGs of face. Insanity. Like have a look at this. Have a look at this, okay? Have a look at this. That is face stock. If we look at the daily, let's look at the daily stock. Look at this. Boom. Ah. This is a face stock. You know? It's like that's what's happening with the face. Insane, bro. Insane. Here, I can't zoom in, because if I zoom in, the stream ain't able to watch it. Let's go, boys! Pop in, motherfucker! Let's go! I know, but I'm trying to make a short, Arky. That's why I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to make a short. If I press enter, I do a
So
short.
just taking a quick look at the CME FedWatch tool. So currently sitting at a 96.4% chance of no change following this CPI print here. So coming in.
You
at
see?
year-over-year
Oh, there we
headline
go.
Figure,
There we
4%,
go.
which is
Markets
lower
are
than the
pumping today
forecasted
for
4.1%. So
sure.
again, CME FedWatch tool.
Let's send that to my peeps.
96.4% chance of no change.
Send that to my group. Wabam! No rise. Now let's see if they made a change. How are they going to increase? Why are they going to be increasing? Oh my God, this makes no sense. It went up for July. It makes no sense. Why would they increase? I guess the rate of increase still coming down, right? So that's kind of nice. I wonder why they just don't just like put it up, but by very little. It's just like, I guess because they keep it within a range. Oh, that's very smart. Every time I press enter, I'm gonna get a crap. I need to change that. Bro, I'm making shorts as I'm making the information. How crazy is that, Arky? How crazy is that? Thank you, Harris Heller. You're a fucking sweetheart, bro. I just made a short. You see? Do you see the gift that I have for you, Arky? I did this just for you. It's back, baby. It's back. Oh, man. Right, let's go, boys. Let's go. S&P 500 up. I'm up today, boys and girls. And Bank of America should pump today because we're not getting a hike, hopefully. Hopefully. So we have Bank of America that's pumping, even though I should have gone for more JP Morgan options instead of the Bank of America. Bank of America has done nothing other than just survive, and they have not moved at all. It was a mistake not to move, not to do it. You see? Are we getting a hike? We're not getting a hike in September, and then November. We're getting a cut in November? Wow. Very interesting. Yeah, 100%. That's crazy. That's crazy. Insanity. So yeah. So what ends up happening is like it's crazy because it's like, so you know who the Federal Reserve is? You have to figure out who this guy is, Sarky. So Jerome Powell. You have to understand who this man is. This man has a say in what happens to your life, whether you want to or not. This man controls the flow of money of the United States, which is the central currency of the world. That is a fact. So if you don't know who that man is, you have a problem. Yes, dude. You have to understand who fucks with you. And you know who fucks with you? This man. This man has made markets come down. He wants to make a recession happen in the United States. No, that's not true. It's not true. But Euro right now better. It's doing better. It's outperforming, which is a nice thing. You know what I mean? But yeah. Insane. That was a good report. That was a good report. We knew that potentially core was going to come a little bit higher. Last time it came in a little bit higher, but nothing to be worried about. And then we have PMI tomorrow, so I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow as well at this time. Trump made America fun as fuck to watch. That is a fact. It was so much fun to watch Trump. Trump would be like, "Oh, we want to work with we want to fix things," and then market would go up, and then he would be like, "Oh, we don't want to fix things," and then market would come down. Trump was a lot of fun. You know, most definitely. Yeah. I hope he comes back. Is he back in Twitter? I wonder. You know, boom. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stream. when there's news, and then I'm going to give them to Bea, and then Bea's going to do it for me. Bam. We're breaking resistance right now. If we can maintain until open, we're probably going to meet resistance, go back to 363, and then we pump up. So this is what's going to happen. You want to see my prediction for today?
8:55 a.m. Eastern Time, as you get the US Red Book year over year.
Should have bought some more.
0.6%.
So this chart right here, is the QQQ. Okay? This is the NASDAQ. Of course, because he has his own company. He has a Truth Media, whatever it's called, right? Let's have a look. Oh, where are my things? Bro, 5%. Right now you can make 5% on a 6 month. It's insane. I should buy treasuries right now with the money that I have left. But I made that in less than a day. He has Truth Media or whatever, right? So then that's like that's the reason he's not posting. But he apparently he's going in front of a judge in Miami soon. But yeah, this is what we get. Boom. Daily candles. Boom. We're gonna get another one. Boom. We broke it. Market tried to come down. It doesn't want to come down. There's more buyers than sellers right now, at least for a little while. We'll see how long that lasts. But so far, people like the markets. People want to buy. Yo, you see my? Yeah, this is what I'm doing now. This is how I plan to make my money, even though I have not gotten paid since January. And this month is likely that I get paid. It's very likely, you know, that I get paid. Like, I could leave markets right now and enjoy my holidays and get my salary. Yeah, this is the way that I make most of my money. Yes, correct. But sometimes you like get hurt by it, you know? So it's like, this is my main source of income, but since January, I have not earned any money whatsoever because I made a couple of bad trades, and the next thing I know, boom. Insanity. I got it right. Yeah, dude. It's doable, man. This is fun. Like, just because, like, if you're good at gaming, you're good at picking up, like, in eToro, likely. Likely. It's probably so bad. Check it out. Yeah. eToro, bro.
Europe gas futures jump 15% as Norway outages squeeze supply.
But I'm telling you, like, if you learned this, you could learn this and then potentially work from home, and then if you could figure it out, man, I swear to God, because you have the sort of like, you know how to do research online, and all of this information you can learn online. That's guaranteed without paying a penny. Obviously, the only thing you need is capital. You know? We're gonna go into the 5-minute candles, and then we're gonna put that in there. Your computer is so slow, bro. You gotta check. Go eToro.com. I put that in there, and it's gonna be at 8:30 right there. It was right there. There was a high range, but well, we broke it. So that's the good thing. We broke it. But markets are pretty tame because this was the expectation. I don't think the expectation was to, like, you sold everything? Damn. But do you have it? Remember that there's the virtual and the fake. Like, right, there's the real one and then the fake one. Make sure you change. You sold everything? That's hilarious. Did they sell for you? That'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Now we're retesting. Let's see if we can bounce off it. Let's see if we can bounce off it. Dang, that sucks. You want to make some money right now? Buy some Nvidia potentially, but
So
I think
according to a
Nvidia's gonna.
poll, bigger risk is the Bank of Canada terminal rates will be higher than expected, said all 21 respondents.
I agree. Canada's different. Europe is different.
So the poll also says the Bank of Canada to raise the overnight rate 25 basis points to 5% on July 12, said 20 of the 25 economists. 5 say hold at the 4.75%.
Am I doing TikTok? That's crazy.
US Red Book year over year coming in at 0.4%, 0.4%.
Yo, my stream might crash. Well, you started with 100K, right? 363 is gonna hold. Is it gonna hold? The question is if it's gonna hold at market open. That's gonna be the tricky bit. All right, I'm gonna try to stop something. Let me know what happens. Streaming. Okay, that's cool. So the broadcast should be live. I should be coming back in it. It's back? We back. Let's go. Okay, I know. So I was having an issue and I didn't understand what it was. You know? I didn't understand what the issue was. But now I do. Next time you're gonna see Bea working over there. And I wanna put decorations here, but I don't know what to put yet. I'm probably gonna put this one just to fuck with Yorkie. I'm gonna put it in the middle and then I'm gonna put shit around it. Fucking CSGO skins and shit. Fucking AK-47. So far I like it. S&P 500 up, 3QQQ up. I should be up a couple of $1,000 today. Let's go, boys. Making money slowly. Yeah. What's my calendar telling me right now? What should I be doing? I have to figure out a couple of things, and in an hour I'm probably gonna go eat. But I have to stay up here for market open. Yeah, let me just do this real quick. Let's do 1 hour. 3. Save. I'm probably gonna be streaming until 3. I'm surprised. Like, well, you want to see a crazy graph? You want to see a crazy graph? Bro, Tesla's gone nuts. Like, well, the thing is like Tesla has like moved in and out too, right? So that's where potentially you're not making a lot of money. Oh man. Arky. We're gonna make it big, boy. Get ready. Get ready. You should start learning this on your own time. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. The question is how red it was. Because if you look at Tesla, let's look at the Tesla graph right now. TSLA. Like Tesla 250, right? And I think the highest was 400. So if we go look at, let's have a look at the weekly first. We always start at the weeklies, right? You see this? This is where it gets nutty, right? Actually, remove this trend line and remove this trend line. Bam. And then why am I so high? Why is it so high? Oh, it's because it's, yeah. Okay.
Effective Fed funds rates 5.08% for June 12th, unchanged from June 9th.
So you see, it's like the stock reached 400 and it's like, yeah, bro, it was so bad. And it's been recovering kind of nicely because, I mean, they're doing really well and they have the biggest, like, the biggest network when it comes to that stuff, you know? Like the biggest charging network. But Tesla right now, I don't know, man. Like, I've never been super in love with Tesla. My dad loves this stock and he loves Elon Musk. My dad was like, "Oh, when the Falcon and the Falcon rocket went into space, you have to invest because." And the worst part is that, you know, it's like it's about hype.
Under PEP 1.68 trillion euros as of last week. ECB settled 339.8 billion euros of corporate bond purchases. ECB settled 2,544 billion euros of public sector bond purchases, and the ECB settled 17.9 billion euros of ABS purchases.
We are getting a lot more volume coming in. That's interesting, eh? But yeah. Yeah, bro. You know, 2020 was like here, you know? $50 a stock. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you get a pump. Even if you held until now, you still have 300% on your money, right? So this is big leagues, right? This is big leagues. Let's go, boys! $200 today because of my actions. Let's go. Let's go. I do have a big ass position today. But I think we do see markets pump. There's nothing that is telling me we're holding resistance. We're holding, yeah. We're not breaking resistance, so should be good. Yeah, bro. Like you want to know my opinion? You want to know my most humble opinion? This is what I recommend. Let's say you go work. You make $1,000. Okay? And after all your expenses, you have $400. Grab 100 of those bucks, put it to the market. Forget about it. Buy a couple of companies that you like and just leave it. You know, start building that nest. You know, and just leave it. Just leave it. You know, markets will go up in the long run. If you go into individual stocks, it's a little bit more tricky. But if you're buying stuff like the S&P 500, you're good to go.
1.12 billion euros to 1.1 trillion euros.
It's the truth. Like that's investing. Whether you want to or not, that's investing. And it's a market that's a little bit easier to understand because you understand the mechanics better, right? When it comes to like stock market stuff, there are so many different factors that are affecting the stock price that it's very difficult to pinpoint exactly what it is. So, for example, the news just now, there was nothing that was happening, and then all of a sudden you get this news flash. That is what it's affecting the market. So you start making decisions based on those things, right? And then you start doing these things, and then you slowly get in, get out, get in, get out, and then like you pay attention to the news, you pay attention to what people are doing, you pay attention to what presidents are doing, you pay attention to what countries are doing, and then you start making decisions. But in CSGO, it's just like Steam decided to not give more cases, and the cases that are there are limited. That'll drive the market nuts. CS2 is coming out, right? That's going to drive the market up because there's more people. More people means more demand. More demands, in theory, means higher prices. Boom. We have another short. Let's go, boys.
So just as a reminder, at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, our very own Tony is going to be going over how to learn how to trade economic releases. So the link to the video is on the feed for all those interested.
Let's go.
Don't forget to share it to fellow traders. Again, happening at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
You want to watch it? You want to watch it? Arky, you should watch that video. It's going to be boring as fuck. It's going to be boring as fuck, but you should watch that video. In all honesty, the guy that just spoke, I can send you the link if you want. How to trade this stuff, you know? The guy that's speaking in my ear, you know? He's the guardian angel of markets. Any news? Right now I have. It's probably going to be like an hour or two, right? So it's going to be like a lecture. of how to do, what to expect, how to do it, get the news, get the facts, get the thing, all that stuff, right? It's gonna be an hour probably. Yeah, it's like a class. It's like a class, but it's a class that potentially can like make you so much money in the future if you stick with it too. Yeah, but you know, Joe Rogan, it's a little bit entertainment. This would be like something that you can potentially take into consideration. So, for example, I predicted the downturn of the CS:GO when there was the boom. I predicted the downturn. I didn't sell, but I bought more, and I'm predicting another bump coming up in the next weeks. But yeah, right now we're probably going to be doing market reactions, and we'll see. Should you buy Tesla? Let's figure that out. Right now, we're heading towards resistance. There is a lot of volume. There is a lot of people buying into the stock market right now. Maybe you should be one of those. That's your decision to make, not mine, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Welcome to another episode of Scotch and Stocks. I wonder if the videos are good. For what? Next week what? No, it's this week, bro. It's this week. Tomorrow I'm probably streaming twice. Tomorrow I'm probably going to be streaming midday. It's PPI, Producer Price Index, which will tell us about the next CPI, which should be lower. But that gives us a little bit of scares in terms of like market. That might give us a little scare about markets coming up. Let's go, boy. Tesla's up. But next week, I don't know how much the information we're getting next week, but if I turn this off, is it going to be better? I wonder. It's probably going to be better. It is. It's a little bit sharper in it. So try this. Let's go down. Boom, 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 boom. Let's try this. Yesterday was so much better, and I don't know what it was. I think it was just the lights. But this lights, it's the one that is getting affected, so. Bruh. It's next week. Wait, what do you mean? Next week what? The video? No worries. Don't be, bro. Don't be. DQQQ. Let's see. Yep. We're almost at $200 gains today. But at 40, we're hitting resistance. And I have a feeling we're going to probably hit it today. We're likely to hit 40 today. Bro, I was so surprised at the jump yesterday. I looked at the stock, then it was at 36.50. And when I look at it this morning, and it's at 38, bro. Insane. Like, there's so much money coming into the markets right now. It's not even funny. There was so much money on the sidelines. It's crazy. And I'm surprised that there's still so much pumping in, you know? Just boom. Oh, man. Insane. I might be able to buy my extra monitor. There's so many things I have to pay for. Should have bought more. Lol.
Oil futures extend gains. US crude up by $2 a barrel.
Let's go. That means that. Oh, let's have a look. Let's look at Shell stock. Shell stock up 1%. I'm making the losses that I was losing yesterday. That's good. No, no, CSGO markets. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Probably like I think. Do you want to see my investments in CSGO? Have a look. Let me put it here. Hey, give me a second. Give me a second. I predicted the downturn. You know how the skins like all of a sudden rallied and then they came back down? You want to see? All right, let me change. Can I make you mod here? How can I make you mod? Can I make you mod so you can change my stuff? No, I think so. This is what I think is going to happen in CS:GO. Okay. Here. Like it's going to be like, remember this day. I'm going to clip this. Okay. Paint. All right. Right. So it's got to be here. Let's have a look. So I got to do it in this circle. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be this. Takata. Takata. Okay. And this is time. And this is price. Okay. Of items. Like this is like the stock market, like the CS:GO skins market. Okay. Prices are here, right? Right now they're like here, like this. You know, it's like okay. But all of a sudden there's gonna come the sale. Okay. It's gonna come the sale, and the prices are gonna do this. Then they'll start going and getting a little energy, and it's gonna be the sale, and then slowly they're gonna come. Like they're gonna go up a little bit, and this is gonna be like, okay, this is how items are gonna behave. And then all of a sudden, CS2 is gonna come out. Like there's gonna be updates, and this market's gonna go like, right? And then all of a sudden, when CS2 comes out and everybody joins the fucking the game, it's gonna go just massive. It's like probably like 50-60%. Just because the number of players that are going to be playing CS is going to be massive. You know? Yeah, bro. So this is the capsule sale. Just because that affects the market. And and this is based on the fact that I don't think Valve will put up a operation. I don't think they will. Right? So as long as Valve doesn't put in operation, this is what we see in the stock in the CS:GO market. Let's motherfucking go, boys. Let's motherfucking go.
US stock index futures hit session highs. Nasdaq futures last up 1.1%.
Let's go. CS2, bro. I think maybe we get an operation in CS2 and that could crash prices. But if that crashes prices, that's when you buy. Right? Like that's when you actually want to buy more. So this is my strategy right now, right? Skinport. Let's go. I love my thing. Right? It's like you go here, you go containers. This is what I'm doing. When it comes to CS. Here, let me change edit the broadcast. How can I change the broadcast settings? Do I have to go to YouTube? Let's check. YouTube Studio. I wonder if you can change that. Arky. Can you change that? Like change the broadcast name as a mod and stuff. Have a look. Permissions. Right. What's your email? I wonder. They don't make it easy. They definitely don't make it easy, you know? Send me your email on Discord. Yeah, send me the email that you use on YouTube for this. And then I can add you. Let me check. I don't think so, though. I can make you editor, and then you can edit a bunch of things, but let's have a look. Because at least not here, right? I can make you editor, and then you can edit a bunch. Yep. It's like, look, I have you here, right? This is my stream. This is you. I could click here, and then... Oh... Done. Speak. Is there anything new? I wonder. When you speak now. Yes! We are back, baby! Let's go. I wonder what you can do. I gotta try test that out and stuff. Let's go. Facts, dude. Facts. Okay. So I'm gonna show you my strats. I'm gonna show you my strats as a current CS:GO investor. 215 market will open soon. Gotta pay attention. 359. Ooh, market is showing a little bit of weakness around 360s. That's not nice. That's not nice. Right. So for example, Faustian case right now is selling for this much. Revolver case. Ooh, now that's interesting. We go to buff. You want to go to original buff? You want to get skimp? Above 163. And bam. You're gonna have to learn, Arky. You have a new job. Lol. Right. See this? Still trade lock. Bam. So much money. Oh man. All right, let's have a look. Backpack. No, let's go to market. So one thing that I've been doing is like I'll put them side by side. So check this out. I'll do this, and then I'll do this. Right? And then it's like I'll go zoom it out a bit. You can watch both. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's look at the revolver case, right? Because if you can get your money on buff, it's like, dang. So for example, right now the revolver case is selling for 112 on buff. So you don't want to pay anything higher than 112 on here, right? And right now it's even saying that it's like 27% discount, which is really not, right? So you don't want to be paying. Oh, wait a second. It's 127. You see, there's 2 buy orders for. Oh, I have the money to do that. I'll buy those. Oh no, I don't have. Fuck. I don't have money. Crap. I only have 2 yuan. Right? So it's like right now it's lower, but it's 127. So that's still a little bit higher. So you don't really want to buy that, right? You can go for cases here, right? You can go others and just like weapon cases and then see what the weapon cases are there, and just delete this. Bam. Then you can keep an close eye of whatever is there. And then you see, right? So this is the way that I'm sort of buying my stuff. And it's like, for example, the Falchion. We go Falchion. Go Falchion case. Bam. Then the Falchion case is sending for 69. So it's really close, right? It's actually closer, so it would be a decent buy, but I don't need to buy it right now, right? So I'll just hold. But then the thing is you have to be willing to hold this for 7 days and then another 7 days. So it's 14 days before you can make a trade, which is annoying, bro. Which is annoying. So you can go to different websites and just buy them in different places too, right? So that's where potentially we get like a thing, you know? It's the thing. You know? But like I've been getting very lucky, right? So for example, like if you were able to, for example, go, let's say you go to market. See, the thing is it gets small and then it's like you can't see it properly. So it's like, okay, let's go there. Right? And then let's say we go for just like highest discount, but we need to start like putting the price up because we don't want to look at the 2-cent items. Even though, bro, I've done very well with the hobby. What do you mean the hobby? Ooh. How much is this? Let's see if I buy. It's not perfect. Op Asimov field tested. We're talking about stats rack. Small little mistake. 222. Still a bit too expensive for my taste. So we would have to buy it under 222 in order to get something new. Cases? No way, bruh. Fuck that. Never open cases. Never open cases, Arky. I wonder if I make this small. Let me try to make this small really quickly. It's so small. That's so difficult. You know? What happened? Oh, market's coming down. Oh, market's getting ready to come down as market's opening. No, bro. But that's gambling. It's gambling, bro. God dang it, Aki. No. No. All right, so let's see this. Ooh. Well, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, actually. So I can actually show half my screen. That's crazy. No, no, no. Markets are coming down, boys. See? Yeah, there's gonna be definitely some selling. I wonder. Ooh, my goodness. Definitely, we're probably gonna get a jump here. The market want to come down. Ooh, man. We're getting a bounce off the 363. We'll see if we can hold it. But there's just a lot of selling because a lot of people are making money in this trade. A lot of people. See what happens. Right. So we should get back. You should be getting a bounce here. Should have sold here. But, you know. Ooh. Should we hold until open? Do we take that risk? Market's gonna want to sell off a little bit today, maybe. But I think we should get a rally, man. At least until tomorrow. But then tomorrow we have the actual data that's gonna scare markets because that's the dot plot. Ooh, we're giving out all the gains. So sad. So sad. See this? Just gambling. Gambling, Arky. Gambling. Yeah, it's bouncing a little bit, but there's not enough volume. This was a lot of volume. Oof. We gave out like $150 worth of gains there. Oof. Oof. Scary. Let's go. Let's go. Market's picking up just before open. Let's see. It's a lot of buying. It's like all the people that bought here are selling here, you know? Like they need this much and now they're like selling. Is what makes sense, right? So we should retest like the VWAP. That's what people call it. But we'll see what happens. It's the beauty about this markets. US dollar down all throughout. GBP is very, very high. The euro is very high. So far, so good. But we should get a rally. I think we get a rally. I'm placed towards a rally. We'll see. Even though we should be at the peak right now. We are very high in the RSIs. That's the only scary bit is that we're so high we could potentially retest. But that's probably gonna be tomorrow. I think that it's probably gonna be tomorrow or probably gonna be today. We'll see. But we should have broke. Holy smokes, man. We'll market open 1 more minute until market open, and then you're gonna start seeing this is gonna be nothing compared to what happens when market opens. Check this out. 1 more minute. I need to have a soundboard. Ding 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 ding. We have 15 seconds. Are you gonna see the rotation? I wonder. Wants to retest the Ding, 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 ding. Somebody buy at 36? Gonna say. Ding, 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 ding. We gotta start getting a pump in the market. Oh, there's a lot of selling. Oh, the sellers are winning. The sellers are winning. That's when we start getting a lot of volume coming in. Like, look at that. Look at that. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Uh-oh. Ooh, market wants to sell off today. Yeah, probably gonna be de-risking. It's gonna be. I wonder if this is gonna be. There's two choices. Either we get de-risking today from tomorrow from the Fed. It's probably gonna like rock pull us or something, or we get a bunch of people buying in because the Fed is. We know what the Fed's gonna say and we have an expectation of what's gonna happen. You know. Or we're flat. That's the option number 3, which I don't think it's gonna be likely. Uh-oh. It could drop like a full point. Oof. We'll see what's gonna happen. Well, the first tower is gonna be extremely volatile, it seems. There was a lot of selling pre-start of the market open. Now we're VWAP. Let's see if the traders are gonna push it. Insane, boys. Insane. $1,000 right there. You see, they want to come in. It just doesn't feel like there's enough. Gonna grab some food after this. Gonna grab some lunch. Yeah, we're jumping. Traders are pumping in. Let's see if it's just a fake out bounce. It's pumping. It's pumping. Each dollar is $100. We'll see what happens. Insane. Insane. Market is moving. Options are going. Oil is up, which is nice. It's pumping. We should end it up. My prediction is we end up the day on the green. Let's see what happens. But I think we ended up on the green. Like we just made a new resistance. There's like upward momentum right now. PPI, as long as PPI doesn't come crazy tomorrow, we should be pretty good. I am pretty confident that we'll be okay. That it will all be all right. Now, can it be bad? 100% it can be bad. You know? But so far, there's nothing telling me. Like commodities have been going up a little bit, but it has not been massive, and it has been in the last month. So potentially, we do see a hike up in June because commodities are going up. But we shouldn't. In theory, we shouldn't. Bro, I gotta pay Baya money. This is where it started faking it out. So let's see if it closes it. So many people fighting. But yeah, bro. There we go. There we go. It's pumping. It's pumping. We're going to the green, baby. We are going to the green. It is. It's definitely is, you know. Like this was potentially a point to buy, right? Like obviously like when you're looking, it's like you can see it's like bam, traders are buying. Then we see the highs. We broke the highs, we retested, we went even higher. Then we come all the way down to VWAP. We retest it. It defends. We go back. We potentially go back to this one, and then we rally up again, right? Maybe. Maybe. I could be wrong, though. But unlikely. I don't think we did. We tried to break it. We tried to break resistance, but I think there's more buyers than sellers right now. You know? This is like short term, right? So this is like very, very like paying attention and seeing what's up and all that stuff. And market open is definitely gonna be like nuts, right? You see? Now it comes back down. It could be a fake out. It could be a fake out. This could have been a fake out, and it wants to go lower, but we'll see. See, you could get in, you could get out, and right now the traders have like a hold of the market. Don't be, bro. Don't be. What book you're writing? You see, takata. And then, nice. Is it gonna break out? Is it gonna break out? Ooh, it broke it. It broke it. It broke it. It's gonna go down. Shit. It did not hold. It's gonna come down. There's decent amount of selling right now. Dang. Is it gonna hold? We don't know. Right now there's so many stop losses right here. That's the reason it's sort of like hitting towards. Let's see if it bounces.
So according to a statement, Biden says Tuesday's inflation data is good news for the US working families and there is more work to do.
Fair. Send it over, bro. Send it over. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Here the bears and the bulls are crashing. Is the price going up today or is the price going down today? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to find out. Insane. I could have made a couple of like, you know, a couple of $100 right there. Like could have bought here, sold there, bought here, sold there. But we'll see. Send them over. That's cool. What did I say, Arky? What did I say? Let's see if it holds. What did I say? What did I say? Let's see if it holds. Let's see if it holds. I don't think it's gonna hold, but fuck. We should be trying to break this. Swear to God, markets sometimes are predictable as fuck. Insane. Told you, and if we break this, we probably go higher. And then the next high is probably going to be somewhere like in this range right here. So look, let's just put a little bit here. That's fair. So the next resistance is probably potentially gonna be like right there. So we gotta break this. We're gonna probably stay within this range right now. And then we'll see where it breaks. Right now it's testing both sides. Traders are fighting for it. It's kind of a decent amount of volume. Well, yeah, S&P 500 is up, oil is up. We're getting rotation a little bit to cyclical, maybe. We'll see. Ah, it wants to break. It wants to break. It wants to break. That's a lot of volume. That's a lot of volume. Huh. But why? Why are you doing this? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wait. Was that... God damn it. God damn it. That was fake volume. Sometimes the program fucks up. Interactive brokers, fix. Fix. Oh, we retest. Test. Test. We retesting. If it doesn't break it, it's gonna come up. But this chart is based... Oh, look. Just my P&L. Nice. That's cool. Nobody come and watch my stream. So sad. Arky only. Nice. Solid. Let's read the morning sesh. You see? Didn't break, so its meeting is going up. Fuck. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That breaks it. Yeah, it should break it. We should go higher. Let's go. Should have added a little bit more. You know, that's the problem. It's like if you don't have the balls, then it's not real. You know? It's not real. You gotta have the balls to do it. You gotta have the balls to say, I'm gonna put money in this. Why? Because I know the market's gonna pump. It's simple. It's easy. I know. I know. Gotta get a fucking bronze pair of balls, you know? This one. Carlota, Arky, Carlota, you know each other. I think we've played CS:GO together. Could have done. Oh no, it rejected. No, that's bad. That's bad. That's not good. How you doing, bonita? ¿Qué es lo que tú me dices? ¿Qué es lo que tú me dices, pequeña? Ay, verga. Oh no. That's so odd. I'm making money with my Bank of America options, but it's so slow. It's 47% up. Should have bought some. Yeah, this is not good. This is not clear what it wants to do. It's really not clear. Gracias, bonita. Nah, what? Oh, you're going to yoga? Have fun. Enjoy. Just make sure you stretch. Yeah, we have. She is a Reina. Oh, that broke. That's not good. Still within range, but I don't like it. Yeah, it's coming over. I don't like that. I don't like that. What happened? It was a while back. She plays with Ivan, her friend. She doesn't enjoy playing with us because we're too good for her. Oh no. Mm-mm. Ooh. Ooh, we're getting that migration out of tech? No way. Oracle up 5%. We have the banks doing better. We are getting a rotation today, I think. Very interesting. To the week. Insane. Tech is jumping. Where is this? Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Tech is definitely gonna be coming down today, it seems. That sucks. That sucks. It doesn't want to break it. So look. Fucking Walter. He gets too mad too quick. Too mad too quick. Yeah, that crash. That's crashing bad. It's not bad. It's like what, 1% down in the day? Which is weird though. It's very weird. Should I de-risk?
Treasuries pair gains 30-year yield to a day's high before sale.
Oh, why? There's a consistent amount of volume, but I don't understand why we're not getting the weight behind. Who's speaking? What is happening? I wonder. There's no news. I think it was already priced in. But weird. Is this a fake out or is this a head and shoulders? Bam, bam, bam. All this different stuff that people say. How are you entering the CSGO skins, Arky? I wonder.
So in 10 minutes' time now, we do expect to hear comments from Bank of England's Governor Bailey, who testifies to the House of Lords Economic Affairs Committee about how independence is working for the central bank. So the link to the live video is on the feed for all those interested.
Oh. Weird. No, don't be. So how are you buying skins for CSGO? What is your strategy? There's nothing. Weird. Weird. My trade didn't go in my favor. Take a picture of this. Send that to them. Well, if you're buying into the, like, if you're gonna buy the capsules and stuff, you know, that's fair. Yeah, but just make sure you enter the market correctly. You don't want to buy from Steam, you know. Give away the games. Do we go to 350? I don't think so. Not with this data. Like, there's no risk anymore. Like PMI tomorrow, maybe, but really, do we see anything PMI related that's gonna scare us? I don't think so. Anything new? Yeah, there's nothing. Weird. Of the Steam market? Steam market, bro. You need to learn how to use buff. Buff. Check this out. You need to start learning how to use buff, and then go here. Bam. And then you go Paris capsules. Boom. Already discounted. Yeah. Let's go. Takes I think I should buy more. Boing down. Should sell that shit. Fuck. Tech's gonna continue to go up, but you know. It's like pounds though. You can't see it. That's the problem. It's like you have to sort of pay for it. So it's like, here, let me just look at here. I don't know what information I can give you guys. I don't want to dox myself. Where is this information? Right, account, my benefit.
So in 5 minutes' time now, we do expect to hear comments from Bank of England's Governor Bailey, who testifies to the House of Lords Economic Affairs Committee about how independence is working for the central bank. So the link to the live video is on the feed for all of those interested. So just a reminder, in 5 minutes' time, with our very own Tony, he's going to be going over how to trade economic releases. So the link to the video is on the feed for all those interested, and please do share with your fellow traders.
So look, I have to watch this guy. $600. Yeah, give that a like. What happened? What happened? Arky, what happened? Tech's selling off a little bit. I don't think we're gonna get a massive sell-off, but we do get a sell-off. God damn it, Arky. He's scaring me here. See, he gets a ton of views. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's what I was what I was doing. I need to check the app. Give me a second. I'll do it. I'll do it. Let me check buff. Let's click here. Let's make sure I can see. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I think I've traded enough. I don't know. Cool. No, that's fine. Me vouchers, my benefits. God damn it. Let me log in. Let me log in, and then let's see what's up.
Shortly expecting comments from Bank of England's Governor Bailey.
All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Now we can go back to we can check it out. So what were we checking, Arky? I forgot. No. Okay, let's check it. Antwerp. Let's look at the Antwerp Legends. Oh no, that's my that's my things. Antwerp Legends. Right now we can see the 6 month.
UK 2-year yield up 24 basis points, set for the biggest jump since September.
Look at that. Look at that. 6 months. You could have bought this ones for 20 cents. Right now they're 40. Oh my god. We're getting a sale. What is the name? The Karambit Orban Mask. Oh wow. It's shut. Wow. Insane. I like the fun. Before March, after March. Insane. There was a guy that sold his knife for so cheap. Bruh. A lot of people are selling. Interesting. Oh, I'm down. But I don't have money for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Bank of America up today. Nice. I was up today and now market is down. Market is down. Insane. There's no news. No news. Market consolidating. Which makes a lot of sense. I wonder. Arky, check if you got the game. If you got CS2. Come on, CS2. Come on, CS2.
In the risk off mode, again, that's another webinar that I've done in the past discussing what is risk on and risk off. But if you understand what risk off is, I'll explain this to you again. If traders feel that the economy or global economy on the Twitter space, just trying it out, see what happens. All right, so welcome to those on our YouTube stream. Thank you very much for joining me. This is Tony, the head financial analyst at Financial Juice, and also running Macro Ace as well. So trading economic releases, what I want to do is break down why economic releases, or how economic releases are made up, why they have a certain effect on the markets in a certain way, what causes a change in sentiment to focus on other economic releases compared to some of the ones that currently have a bigger focus than others. What are the past examples of how sentiment has affected economic releases through talking about central banks and their tightening phase, COVID, and also the Russia-Ukraine conflict as well. And so on, and also looking back to the 2007 to 09 financial crisis. So that's what we're going to do in this live stream here. So don't forget to send this out to your fellow traders and friends, get the word out there. If you have found my information useful in the past streams that I've done for Macro Ace, that again, share with your fellow traders and friends. But let's get into it. So trading economic releases. And for those of you who are listening live, there are going to be some things that I'm going to share images-wise on Twitter Space. So I'll try and explain it as best as I can. This will be the first time we do it this way. So trading economic releases. Why economic releases important? Well, first of all, they show how strong or weak the economy is. The outlook for the future as well, talking about what is the projection for, let's say, the US economy. Has jobs data been very weak, and will that mean that the US economy's productivity completely falls off? Or do we see that inflation continues to tick up, and that means that the Federal Reserve might have to raise rates for longer than necessary? Of course, only today do we have a decent, it wasn't a very surprising CPI print that we had, and traders are now expecting, or more or less expecting, a pause at the upcoming meeting. Again, outlook for the future. What can it mean for the economy, and also central banks, what they do in regards to monetary policy to rein in any areas that they feel they need to rein in, or boost support in areas they feel they need to. Then, if we carry on to monetary policy again, as I've just talked about there, and the government, do they need to take any fiscal steps or measures to boost productivity, or is there any areas that they might need to maybe jump in to buy some services or buy goods to shore up any areas where they might be lacking? So if we're talking about, let's talk about the SPR, where the US government has opened up their SPR to kind of keep their oil prices stable, those sort of things, or providing helicopter money directly to citizens during the COVID lockdown to keep them afloat with $1,200 with a $1,200 check, things like that. Those are one of the things that, again, is important for the why economic releases are important, because it has a very big influence, again, on what central banks do, what the government does as well. Now, what is also important, and what can also affect the releases, is where we are in the business cycle. And the business cycle is basically this in a nutshell. Okay, so what do we mean by the business cycle? So you think about, you have your long-term and short-term debt cycles. So you have a short-term debt cycle where the economy is expanding, the money is being made, productivity is picking up, consumers are spending money, and then we kind of get to a peak, and then we see a little bit of a dip where there might be a little bit of there could be a shallow or a mild recession. But over time, those short-term debt cycles build up to the point where we have the long-term debt cycle, where all that debt, all that spending comes into one big bubble, and then it pops, and then you have a huge recession, and then you have a huge depression, and then, as you see, then the recovery phase takes longer. So let's kind of go over that again. you have your peak where the economy is doing really, really well. It's reached its highest point that it can, and then there's a dip, a recession. There's a loss of productivity, a loss of consumer spending, and a downturn in the economy. Then the trough where the economy is trying to recover, or we could say a depression, and then the recovery, and then again the business cycle repeats itself. And that's very important to understand. Is that the business cycle is going to be very key to looking at certain economic releases, because certain economic releases hold more weight compared to other economic releases. So if we kind of go through the peaks and troughs and what happens, how do those phases work? So phase one, where you have your peak, yields start to decline, commodities start to
Bank of
decline,
England's
defensive
Governor
stocks start
Bailey
to
says
rise,
UK
and you
banks
also have
are
back-to-back,
safe and
negative
robust
GDP
after the
and NER, as
SVB
well.
failure.
Phase two, a recession, contraction, you have that can last from 6 months to several years. And then the phase three, you have the trough where cyclical stocks start to recover and climb back up. Phase four, treasury and bond prices slip and yields edge higher and commodities rebound. Phase five, the final bit, and cyclical stocks sell off as rising interest rates slow down economic growth. So the last point is very clear of what we've seen so far with the Federal Reserve and the hiking cycle, that when you raise interest rates by a big amount and in a very short amount of time, not just for the US, but also other nations as well, that has a big impact on the stock market, and it makes it more difficult to. And then you start to have traders that maybe stay in a risk-off mode. Again, that's another webinar that I've done in the past, discussing what is risk-on and risk-off. But if you understand what risk-off is, I'll explain it to you again. If traders feel that the economy or global economy is going into the gutter or has hit the fan, there is trouble. Now we put our money, take the foot off the pedal and go into safe haven assets instead. So that's what can happen, and what we have seen recently with the Fed's tightening cycle and how the stock market has been affected. So this is what I want to talk about, just to kind of break down what we've seen back in 2007 and 2008 as to when we had seen the US 10-year yield, gold, and crude oil as prices start to head down, and where the peaks are. So back in 2007, you'd see in here with the 10-year yield in the US peak here in June of 2007, and then later on, as you continue to go on, you see here with gold in the light blue here, with gold and light blue peaking in March of 2008, and then WTI crude oil prices peaking in July 2008. Of course, that's at what you could say more or less the height of the financial crisis, and then things really start to turn downward and then become really ugly to the point where you have crude oil prices going to the lows of around or sub $40, and gold going to around $720 or 25 there. Then if you look at the stock market again, 2007, you had Apple that had peaked in December, and then Walmart peaking in 2008. So these points are, why am I showing you these points here? It's because at these points is where generally sentiment starts to shift in the other direction, and you can only see that through the economic releases that we have. But we also have, but also how the stock market or the market is reacting as well. Archibald, can you hear me? You should be able to hear me. If you can't, sound works on our side. If you can't hear me, let's see. If you can't hear me, then you might have to restart the stream, or refresh the link, and hopefully that should work. So let's get on with the importance of releases during cycles then. So expansion and recession. Some reports may have more weight than others. And if we're talking about the unemployed and stagnant manufacturing capacity and CPI, usually becomes less of a concern. So let's talk about so during the expansion and recession phase, usually the key point or the key metric that traders and economists and everyone looks out for is how does the economy hold up? Are jobs being created enough for there to be an increase in potential consumers, and then for those consumers to spend money to then provide and then to increase that GDP in an economy? That's one thing to bear in mind. So again, during expansion and recession, it's more about the unemployed, how strong is the manufacturing sector, and also now of course the services sector in light of the COVID crisis, how important, even more important that had become. As I said, CPI becomes less of a concern because it's more about can the economy recover rather than where is inflation at the moment. Okay? Of course, there are different points. There might be different things that the Federal Reserve might focus on. If it is the jobs market rather than inflation, then traders usually turn their attention to that rather than the CPI figure. But usually the norm is it's focusing on employment and what does consumer spending look like. Housing starts again. We've seen that during the 2007 to 2009 financial crisis. If you're buying a house, that's the biggest amount of spending that consumer can take on. Okay, and usually if housing starts to drop off, that could mean that consumers making purchases at the high end will trickle down to the point where maybe they start to cut their spending at the low end instead. So again, auto sales as well, which is indicative, which is more or less can be a leading indicator of consumer spending, and then yields and indexes. So when I talk about yields, you're looking at the bond market, okay, and where are the stock indexes? Is the S&P starting to turn up, or is it turning down? Is the yield curve showing an inversion, or are we seeing a nice upward slope instead, or from a downward slope from what we had seen in the past? Then when the economy is in full swing, then what happens is that we get the focus that shifts to inflation and industrial capacity. So when I talk about it, we've seen this recently too. When the economy starts to heat up and then inflation starts to become a problem, naturally it does, okay, as the economy starts to pick up some steam, the central bank will then kind of think, okay, jump in and think, okay, in order to stop inflation from overheating and then making the recovery pointless, we need to jump in and raise interest rates to kind of clamp that down and keep things nice and smooth and cool within the prices side of the economy. And then industrial capacity, is there continuation of productivity or production in an economy, or has the industrial capacity, has it reached a peak where there's not really that much room left to add to the capacity? And if you start to remove from the capacity, okay, then how does that affect productivity? And then do you see a drop off in productivity from that point of view instead? Then the reports that get the most attraction, okay, usually the most attraction. Interest rates, that's an obvious thing. That's high. So interest rates, that's the highest level that a central bank can control the economy and more or less control the money flow within the economy. Okay, interest rates we've seen, and we'll go through some examples from the Fed, Bank of England, and the S&P later on. But interest rates, of course, wherever you set the rate, that will then have a knock-on effect on everything else. Spending, you have investment into other businesses or into for businesses investing into equipment or services that they need, so on and so on and so on. So that again, that's the highest point that the central bank can control money flow within the economy. Jobs, again, non-farm payrolls is a prime example in the US and has been in other nations as well. If jobs data is weak, again, that can have a major effect on the markets at the time. And then inflation. So again, if inflation is too low, maybe the central bank needs to jump in and cut rates to try and boost inflation, to try and boost consumer spending, and then, or the flip side, it's too high. Archibald, I will get to you in a little bit. But if inflation is too high, then it could mean that the central bank jumps in and raises rates instead, and that could then cripple and damage the economy. Or maybe not. Maybe there could be a soft landing. And manufacturing. Again, if manufacturing completely falls off, or if manufacturing completely falls off, maybe then there is a strong loss of productivity, and that will also have a knock-on effect on GDP as well. And then if there is a knock-on effect on manufacturing or on GDP, then of course, if there are not enough goods being produced or less being produced, then that means consumers won't have access to the goods that they want, and instead might have to go to maybe other nations instead to import goods that they need. So again, spending then can drop off too. So these are quite important economic releases to be aware of. Sentiment again, how do consumers feel leading on from that point from manufacturing? Are they feeling upbeat about the US economy? Do they feel downbeat about their own conditions? Or do they feel that the economy is more or less stable, there isn't any real need for change? Because again, not only does the government keep an eye on what consumers are feeling, but also the central bank too, because then that could have an impact on how far they go with their rate hiking cycle. If consumers are feeling really damaged by, or really very affected by the rate hiking cycle. We've seen it in the past where the Fed might have noted that consumers will be feeling the pinch from.
That's very weird, very weird. Inflation came in as expected, but we are seeing
influence from those sentiment releases that we get. Retail sales again going to consumers. When we're talking about the conditions for consumers, do they feel that?
I like that. I like that a lot.
Or have they started to cut back on their spending? Again, another reason to. All of these releases are looking at. I mean, every release looks at the health of the economy, but these key releases, again, if spending drops off, GDP is also going to likely drop off, and that might mean that the Federal Reserve has to creep in, or the central bank has to creep in to try and boost that back up, or maybe the government has to buy some goods or services to try and keep
strong today.
a sector afloat if need be. Importance
Taking a look at the Fear and Greed Index, 80 out of 100, signaling extreme greed, and the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, 45 out of 100, signaling fear.
Business cycle. Usually what happens is that traders will be seeing whether or not there is a continuation of jobs being added to the economy in a strong amount, and that there is not a decrease in jobs being added. Okay, if we start to see where employment starts to drop off, then the report gains more weight. Of course, non-farm payrolls is the biggest economic release, probably worldwide, let's say.
Oil up, S&P up, S&P is up, the Dow Jones is up. So I'm guessing the recession fears are out, maybe? Is that what we're playing on today? But then commodities are higher. Interesting. Copper is up, palladium is up, lumber is up, food is down. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Crazy. Crazy boys and girls, crazy. Hmm. I have to watch this later. Yep.
Forward, or where the market goes forward, and then trying to understand what the central bank is doing to keep the economy afloat. And we've seen that with the
I'm
rate
hungry.
decisions,
It's time to eat,
not
boys.
only from the Federal Reserve, but the Bank of England, the ECB, the RBA,
Mom,
and the RBNZ.
my position is
those
coming
big,
back up.
top boys trying to control the economy as best they can to make sure it doesn't, one, overheat, and two, at the same time, make sure that there isn't a huge amount of damage caused to the economy. CPI, as said already, so at this current point in the hiking cycle of the Federal Reserve, which is more or less done unless there are surprises in the future with inflation, CPI has more or less driven the markets for the last year or so, with the Fed and other central banks citing inflation as the biggest
Insane.
issue. They don't want to go down to they don't want to go
Insane.
down
Arky,
route
thank you
of
so much for
double-digit
watching, yo,
inflation,
bro.
which we actually saw
Oh,
in
it's time to eat, bro. It's time to eat. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow too.
some European countries.
You know.
Trying to remember, it was Spain. Was one of the
So
European
hopefully we
nations
get some
where
stuff done.
inflation went into
It would be kind of
double
nice.
digits alongside with Italy. CPI again, at the peak, let's say at the peak of a business cycle, if inflation is too strong because consumers have been spending more money on goods and services that are being provided.
Yes,
by those,
I'm gonna be same time tomorrow, 1:30, I think. That's when market data is, and then probably around like at night, so probably 7:38.
Prices are rising and the stock market is
Gonna be watching that,
well,
so we'll
but
see how that
from
goes.
our point of view, we can't let it get out of control, because if we do, then the value of the dollar,
I'm hungry.
The value of the dollar
I need to
goes
eat some
completely
chicken.
into the trash
I'm gonna
can.
eat a
It
salad.
gets thrown into the trash can, and then you don't have a stable economy.
700
They've
bucks.
always
Let's
cited
go.
2% as their inflation target. So if
Bro,
it's
I was
well
making
above the
500. Should have
inflation target,
sold
they
the
will do
Nasdaq
what
when he
they
was
need to
here.
do to bring that back down to 2%.
But I'm not too worried,
Or
right?
if
Because
it's
like,
too low, they'll try and do their best to bring it up to 2%. So variations of the most watched reports then. So why are these releases important? If we're kind of
130.
break down a
I'll
bit
pump it
more
too. I'll
as to,
pump it. Pump it louder.
what makes the
pump it.
releases important? So the key points here is that the data is either old or fresh. If the data is fresh, like non-farm payrolls is, literally the week after the prior month, you get the non-farm payrolls report about how strong is the jobs market within the US, the biggest economy globally, right? Again, so timing of the report is very key. Accuracy.
Sounds good.
How is the data
Send 'em over, bro.
collected? So
Send
with
'em over.
CPI, you have data being collected on 80,000 different goods and services. Okay, altogether,
sir.
which makes it a very accurate report for people to keep an eye out on. And of course, that's one of the big reports that the central bank has and does keep an eye on as well. Particularly when we're at this point in the cycle where CPI is the big factor. Business cycle stages, when we're looking at if we're in the trough of the business cycle, when the economy is not doing so well, if you start to see the housing
What's VC?
starts to creep back up or sees a recovery, again, you've got to think
What's
about
VC?
housing is the highest point that somebody, or the most that a consumer will generally spend on buying, to buy a house compared to other goods or services. So if you start to see housing starts to creep back up,
Yeah, that's
again,
fair.
it
I can
shows
do
that
that.
the demand
I can definitely do that.
in the US economy for consumers, particularly at the high point of
It is the truth.
spending, is coming back up and is stronger and is recovering
Nice.
from its
All right.
previous low, whatever it may be. The predictive ability as well.
All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, Archie. I appreciate you. Your ray of sunshine never changed.
Germany's 2-year bond yield rises to a 3-month high, last up 4 spots.